up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So what brings you to the Liguanea Club?
Well, I'm here to test my skills.
All right, nice. So what's your favorite sport?
Football, actually.
Cool. Who's your favorite football player?
Messi.
Nice.
Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So did you expect Cheerleader to blow up the way it did?
I don't think at this point none of us expected it to blow up that big, right?
Right.
I mean, as we speak, it's certified 4-time platinum in London.
Right.
Yeah, in the UK. So way surpassed our expectation.
Nice. So how did it feel to have the #1 song in the world at the time?
It was a great feeling because at the end of the day, we, as artists, you aspire to for your songs to go big, and everybody wants to be on the mainstream and all this. So it was a great experience for me at the time.
Nice. Did you ever get tired of performing Cheerleader?
Nah, because I mean, at the end of the day, I see how well it connects with people, and you have so many people attesting to the fact that it gives them joy,
Nice.
Yeah.
What does the name Clifton Dillon mean to you?
Clifton Dillon. To me, father, mentor. Hi, morning.
Hi, morning.
How are you? Thank you.
Your tennis court is ready.
All right, thank you so much.
Here, have a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, father, mentor, life coach. Yeah, go on.
All right. So when Cheerleader was remixed, it first became a hit in Sweden.
Mhm.
Why do you think that was?
Well, for me, maybe, all right, in my opinion, I think at the time that side of the world needed to hear something different, something a bit more unique, and Cheerleader offered that. So I think that's what really happened. And then Felix Yen is German. That's the whole European scene there. So yeah.
Nice. So what did you think of the Felix Yan remix of Cheerleader the first time you heard it?
The first time I heard the remix, I thought that was a very different take in comparison to where we started out. I mean, we had like a whole ska vibe going, which is one of my favorite versions of the song.
Right.
And we had at the time several other mixes, but his actually stood out.
All right. So what's your favorite thing about Dubai?
Ah, man, there's so much love. I mean, what's not there to love about Dubai? Dubai is like one of the places so many people dream of going, on vacation. I mean, the architecture, because I'm very big on architectural design.
Nice.
So I just love the architecture over there.
Okay. So Romain Virgo told us that you guys are great friends.
Yeah.
And he
yeah, man.
described you as genuine, jovial, and down to earth. How would you describe him?
I could say the same thing about him. Look, Romain is like a mirror image of myself. Even when we sometimes we sit down and we reason about our upbringing, and it's so fascinating because we have so much in common. Very humble youth, and that this is one of the things I look for in people. Even after reaching a certain level of success, you're still able to maintain that humility.
Nice. So what would you say to those who describe you as a one-hit wonder?
I mean, listen, it's let us play along for a minute. Even if this is so, wouldn't you say it's better to create something that will live in the memory of people for for an eternity, than to just come and be what you call it now? Than to just come and do something that goes away in 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So where exactly in Clarendon are you from?
Maypen.
Nice. So what role did Simon Cowell play in the success of Cheerleader?
Simon Cowell partnered up to do London. I think that's where Simon Cowell really came in to do the UK.
All right. So is it true that you didn't even want Cheerleader to be a song?
No, the intention was not for it to be a song. If I'm to be honest, it was supposed to be an interlude, because at the time I was kind of just creating a compilation of songs in a hope that it would be an album.
Right.
And Cheerleader was just supposed to be an interlude, like a little skit of some sort going into the next song.
All
So,
right, I bet you're glad with how it turned out, right?
yeah, definitely, definitely.
So what was it like meeting Felix for the first time?
Great guy, very great guy. I mentioned earlier about humility, and that was one of the things that, you know, in his personality that I absolutely gravitated to.
Nice. So do you remember Clifton's first impression of Cheerleader?
Yeah, Specialist is a character. He like he's normally just so easygoing and reserved, and then when he hears something that really catches him, yeah man, that bad man, it gone man. Watch and see what gone.
All right,
That was him.
cool. So what does the name Kenroy Pasley mean to you?
Ah man, one of the greatest fathers this world has ever seen. Like, I take a lot of his traits, you know, talent, good looks. Yeah, he's a great father. He was a great father. You know, he will always be remembered in my heart, you know?
Nice. And so he passed when you were just 9 years old.
Yeah, passed away when I was 9 years old.
Right, from emphysema.
Yeah.
Now, how did you learn about his death?
I was actually there. He was actually rushed to hospital. I was at the house, and he took down, and they rushed him to the hospital. And like a half an hour, I saw the car pulled up at the gate, and his lifeless body was lying in the back seat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So how did his death impact you?
I think everything happens for a reason. I think everything happens for a reason, and I think after the passing of my father, I had to assume the role of what you'd call the head of the household. You know, and because even though I had a older brother, you know, I was always the one that everybody in my family, still am the one that everybody in my family looks up to. You know, I'm always the one who's being responsible and calling the family meetings and doing all this here, like, you know, I was boss. But at the end of the day, I saw a position that needed to be filled, and I just had to step up as a man and do it.
Right. Now, back in 2015, when Cheerleader was the biggest song on earth, you were not in a relationship. Since then, have you found that special someone?
Yes, I have. Great personality, beautiful. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so would you say you discovered your musical talent while in high school?
Yes. It would be safe to say that, yes.
All right, cool.
Yes. Yeah, man.
All right, so when Cheerleader had the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, what was your immediate reaction?
My immediate reaction was, wow. Trust me, it was shocking in a sense.
So ambition beats condition. What do these words mean to you?
Oh, those were the famous words of my father, Kenroy Samuel Pasley. Ambition beats condition. Never forget that.
Is Pirates of the Caribbean still your favorite movie franchise?
I think they could have done a little better, honestly, with the last two that came out. Yeah.
Okay.
I think after a while.
All right, cool.
So what's the biggest lesson you learned from your mother?
That's a good one. The biggest lesson I've learned from my mother, I would say, is the strength of a woman. The strength of a woman. My mother has taught me how to value women through just how dedicated she was to her children growing up, especially the fact that my father passed away, you know, while I was at such a young age.
Nice. And how does your mom, Rachel, feel about your career?
What she both say?
I can imagine.
Mommy hype. Mommy like what's going on. She feels very proud, and I think one of the reasons why she feels so proud is because she knew the journey. You know, she was there for it all. So it's a different experience for a person who've been around that long.
Cool. All right, so you have 2 older sisters and an older brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your relationship been like with them ever since being Omi?
You know, to tell you the honest truth, as Kevin Hart would say, I don't think my siblings really respect my level of celebrity. You know them way. It's like them still see you as Omar or Omi, as they called me growing up. You know, I mean, they show the respect in regards to, yo, bro, we're proud of you and so forth and so on. But
they don't treat you any special.
yeah, it's like, oh, yeah.
So do you still drive your brown Infinity?
Listen, that brown Infinity was dear to my heart. That was one of the hardest vehicles I had to part ways with. But I actually sold it last year.
Okay, cool. All right, so what's the most expensive thing you've ever splurged on?
The most expensive thing I've ever splurged on. You have pause, right? Most expensive thing I've ever splurged on. All right, my 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLE.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your guilty pleasure?
Shopping for shoes and clothes. I don't have any, listen, don't judge me. I don't have any other habits. I don't drink, I don't smoke. You know,
You shop.
yeah, I shop. Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite junk food?
My favorite junk food. French fries.
Nice.
Can't have enough French fries.
All right. How would you describe your sense of style?
My sense of style. I like edgy. I like edgy. I like unique pieces. Yeah, I never go and shop off of money.
Okay, cool. Who is your favorite dancehall artist right now?
My favorite dancehall artist right now, Sasko.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who is one dancehall artist that you'd love to collaborate with?
I think it would be a really interesting idea if we collaborated. What's his name? Boom, boom, boom. Who we mentioned the other day? The other day we were talking about working, because you know I've worked with Busy Signal already.
Yes, with
And
Color
that
of
was,
My Lips.
yeah, and that was a really interesting piece. I don't know. Maybe Vibes Carter.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I would want to hear what that sounds like, what a collab sounds
So
like.
would I.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like night and day,
Right.
basically. But then again, you know, Cartel,
True.
come on.
All right, so do you ever feel pressure to replicate or outdo the success of Cheerleader?
No, I just continue to do music. For the love and sheer passion. And if it actually hits again, so be it.
Nice. So you seem to be a huge fan of shoes. About how
Yes.
many pairs of shoes do you have?
I would say about 150 right now.
Wow. All right,
Between here and overseas, yeah.
okay.
Thereabouts.
So do you still paint in your spare time?
Yeah, I still do. I haven't done the last painting I did was a self-portrait of back in 2017, 2018 thereabout.
Okay. So I guess you haven't had spare time in a while.
No, not really.
All right. What's the best part of being famous?
The best part of being famous? It opens a lot of opportunities for you, you know. Like you get through quick when you go places.
All right.
I mean, come on. It doesn't make no sense going around it. Celebrity does offer you a little bit of perks.
Privilege.
Yeah, I'm privileged. Of course.
All right. What's the worst part of being famous?
Actually, same thing, you know. Same thing, because sometimes it works. It doesn't really work to your advantage.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
When a person is not punctual, I guess coming out of the system that I'm coming out of, you know, I like punctuality.
Okay. What date would you say is most important to you? November 28th, 2013 or July 13th, 2015?
The most important date to me, My bad. The most important date to me, September 3rd, 1986.
All right, nice. What's one of your favorite paintings that you've created?
I think today the self-portrait.
Okay.
Yes, because one of the most important things in life, I think, is how you view yourself. That is most important.
All right. What scares you the most?
What scares me the most is actually not being scared.
Hmm, interesting.
Yeah, I know, right? So bright. No, but in reality, think about it. If in these times we're living in, if you're not scared, it simply means that complacency is setting in.
Yeah. Can you give me your best rendition of John Legend's Green Light?
Give me the green light. Give me this one night. You ready to go right now? He does that when he sings, right?
Yeah. All right. When were you the most nervous to perform?
I would say Summertime Ball. Summertime Ball was one of my most nerve-wracking performances. I mean, that was like 84 to 100,000 people. That was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So you have said that being an artist comes with many distractions.
Yeah.
What would you say has been your biggest distraction?
My biggest distraction is caring too much. Because I like to fix things. I am, what you'd call it now? Maybe I have OCD, but I like to fix things. I like when things are in order. I like when people are okay, especially the people around me. You know, I like to make sure that everybody is okay.
Nice. So how long did it take for you to learn the piano?
I would say a few months, you know. Hey, one thing you're gonna learn about me is when I want to learn something, fully dedicated.
Nice. What makes you sad?
What makes me sad? To see people hurt. For whatever the reason. You know?
What was it like growing up in the Cayman Islands? At least partially.
Yeah, cause you know I didn't spend a lot of my time there. I was with mom and dad back then. It was interesting, you know, because my dad used to be there and I used to be in Jamaica. So when I was there with him, I was getting to know my dad a little bit more and, you know, just being around him. I love my dad very much, by the way. My dad was like my hero.
All right. So what are you the most proud of?
What am I the most proud of? I'm most proud of the fact that I was able to finish something, or no, I wouldn't want to say finish, but take to the next level something that my father started and didn't get to see through, you know, because of his untimely passing.
Nice. So what's been the hardest part of coping with COVID-19?
Man, isolation. Yeah. Listen, even though I'm a homebody, I don't like the fact that I have to stay against my will. I still
You
like
don't
to
want to be
go.
told to stay
I
home.
don't want to be told to do it. Yeah.
All right. So I know Christmas is your favorite holiday. With all
Yeah.
that's going on, how do you plan on spending Christmas this year?
With my family.
All right, nice. Woo!
Feel hungry.
So what's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant. Anywhere that has good food. You hungry?
All right, cool. So besides Cheerleader, what's your favorite Omi song?
All right, my favorite Omi song. To tell you the truth, that's a very difficult one because I'm in the studio constantly writing and recording, and every time I hear something, oh, that's my favorite. Oh no, that's my favorite. All right, this is my new favorite. All right, last day time, and this is my favorite. So as long as I keep writing and recording,
You're gonna have new favorites.
I'm gonna have new favorites.
All right. So when do you feel the most confident?
When I'm in the studio. When I'm in the studio, I think I am more in my element when I'm recording.
Nice. And who's your favorite rapper right now?
Yo, I like Joyner Lucas. If I'm to talk about one of the millennials or one of the new acts right now, I would say Joyner Lucas.
Nice. So your label mate Calvin Harris has made hits with Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry, and so much more. Can we expect a collaboration with him anytime soon?
You know I'm gonna have him up if we don't.
All right. What's your favorite Eminem song?
I think Lose Yourself. I know it's a while back, but that's still one of my favorites.
Nice. So have you worked with Meghan Trainor yet?
We haven't spoken in a while. No, I haven't. I haven't worked with her yet. We might need to jump on that too.
All right, cool.
All right, so that was good.
Yes.
All right, catch you again soon.
Thank
All right?
you. Thank you very much. All right. You take care.
All right. So what was the last text you sent?
I think I texted mommy earlier this morning telling her that the plumber soon come because she's not gonna stop calling me until she get her business sorted out with the pipe. Yeah, man.
Okay. So if you could say anything to your father, what would you tell him?
Daddy, we did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would he think of your career?
I think he would be proud. Daddy is a lot like mom, you know. They're very bossy. And very bossy, you know what I mean when I say bossy. Like, they're very proud people and they're not afraid to show their affection or their displeasure for something.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So you just dropped your latest single, Roller Coaster. What was the hardest part of creating this song?
It wasn't very difficult. I mean, Roller Coaster, one of my favorite producers since working with my label, Jensen Vaughn, he actually hit me up to do the single. He proposed it, I think, the year before, like 2018 going into 2019. But we just haven't gotten around to recording the song. So as we were discussing coming out with a new single, the other day, the song popped up on the list. And I was like, I know this song. And then I called up Jensen and he was like, yeah, that's the song we spoke about doing years ago. So yeah.
Nice. So just the other day, Cheerleader amassed over 1 billion views on YouTube. How did you learn the news?
If Can't Dead Can't Steal was a song. That would be Cheerleader. That would describe Cheerleader. I mean, Cheerleader is like the gift that just keeps on giving, you know? But this is one of the things that I, implore with artists, like just to take pride in the music that they release. At the end of the day, you don't plan for a hit. You're doing it for the sheer passion of it. And if you're doing it for the passion of it, as what Chronics would say, do it for the love, not for the life. If you're doing it for the love, then people can feel the genuine in that. I don't know if that even makes sense, but yeah, I think people connect with that a lot more than you just chasing the dollar and trying to do it or trying to chase clout or whatever.
Right. What's your biggest insecurity?
My biggest insecurity. I haven't really thought about that, I haven't really focused in on my insecurities. As a man, when you start, I don't want to sound cocky, but as a man, when you start providing for yourself and your family and, standing up to your responsibility and you're able to do certain things and break certain barriers in your life and get over some brick walls, it kind of builds your level of confidence, and your insecurities, they take time to fade in the background, if they're in it,
Nice. All right, cool. So you're gonna have some food now?
Yeah, basically. I need to go wash my hands, though.
All right, so you dropped your first album in 2015 and you sold over 500,000 copies in the US. When are we getting the next album?
2021. 2021, going to be hot.
All right, cool.
Hot like the sun.
All right.
Just
All right, nice.
Good morning. You hear me talk about the sun a while ago? Jesus. Let me just efficient, so Mm. Yeah, you're not gonna further. No further. Yeah. Thank you. All right.
All right, so you performed with this woman back in 2015.
Ooh.
What was it like performing with her?
It was an amazing performance. Wow. Where'd you find it? Hey, I'm not doing the research, no. She actually sent me a picture of this. She actually sent me a picture of this beautifully framed, and I have it in my house right now, and along with a bottle of wine that I still have. I haven't opened it as yet.
Nice. Who gets a bottle of wine from Taylor Swift?
Not every day you can say that,
It's
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so what's she like in real life?
I think we only spent like a few hours because we performed, and then I hitched a ride with her on her private jet.
Right.
And we chopped it up during the time. It was like a 45 minutes to our flight, but we chopped it up in that time. Great person. Her mom's also great too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the boldest outfit you've ever worn?
Yo, the boldest outfit. Yo, there are so many, but they're mostly like my red carpet outfits. Yeah.
Cool. Who is your style icon?
All right, hear this now. A lot of people who know Clifton specialist Dylan will know that when it comes to fashion,
He doesn't
Listen.
play.
listen, yeah man, him run laps around a lot of people, man. So that is definitely a fashion icon to look up to, yeah.
All right. So what are you binge watching lately?
Hey, guess what? I am I'm binge watching the originals because at the time when it came out, I only stopped at a certain point and I didn't even know about these other episodes. So that's what I'm binge watching right now, the rest of it.
Nice. What's the weirdest encounter you've ever had with a fan?
The weirdest the weirdest encounter with a fan. I did a club performance, right? And while I was there, I was in a VIP, you had like women around and whatever. A fan came up to me, she wanted a picture. We took a picture as she was walking off. She like quietly tried to slip something in my hand. I was like, what is this? When I look, it was a little bag of something. I was like, nah, that's not my speed. No. I was like, thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that was the craziest experience for me. Yeah,
All right, cool.
I don't play that wrong.
All right. Can you rank your top 3 John Legend songs?
All right, my top 3 John Legend songs. I'm gonna go back to like the older John Legend. Ordinary People. Stay With You. And I don't remember the title of this one, but it was on the album. Do you remember when the promises everything? Time is hard, but things are changing. And I pray to God that we still remain the same. All I'm trying to say is that love don't have to change. I remember that song because it was I think he did it with some members of his family or something. So there was a lot of them like coming in on different parts of the song. Thank you. That was quick. Tell us efficient, Thank you so much. It looks lovely, by the way. And a little piece of bush on the top. Whoa.
How would you describe yourself to someone who has never heard of you?
Very fun-loving, jovial. That's just my personality, naturally. Sometimes I'm told that I'm too nice, but that's just my personality,
All right. So besides Jamaica, what's the best country you've been to so far?
For me, Gibraltar. Gibraltar was different for me. Yeah.
Nice. So what song of yours has been the most difficult to write?
That's a good question. Standing on all threes, I think.
That's one of your earlier ones.
That's one of my earlier ones. I think because it was I was trying to do a lot of wordplay. That's how I used to write. That was my style of writing back then. You know, wordplay without sounding too explicit, and I was trying to maintain that close to the edge, but not over it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Because that song definitely has some connotations, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So it suggests it, but you know.
Definitely. So what was your first impression of Specialist?
Specialist was always an interesting character. I think mysterious, very mysterious fellow, because he doesn't talk a lot. He observes more than he speaks. Yeah.
So at the moment, who is your biggest celebrity crush?
Try to get me out of trouble. Biggest celebrity crush. I'm sorry. Taraji P. Henson still reigning champion.
Nice. All right. What's the first thing you notice in a woman?
Personality, you know. Because the external beauty that fades away with time, or if something tragic happens, then you know. So personality for me is key.
Nice.
You can be one of the most beautiful, sexiest person, but if your personality is, yeah, I feel it.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned from Specialist?
He always has this saying. Papa, this is me. This is my what you call it? Impression of Specialist. Papa, listen to me. Gum on the way up, and grease on the way down. Always remember that.
Who makes you laugh the hardest?
You see that you over there, sir? Boy, I feel like I'm gonna give him the trophy, you know. Errol, we don't have no sense. Every day, and we are get fuller and fuller by the minute.
And Errol is your tour manager, right?
Yeah, man. Errol, trust me, good youth, good soul to be around. You know, we spend so much time on the road, and you know, you have go different places and different culture. You have to find ways how to pass the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Nice. So how are you enjoying the food?
Really good. Atkins office is really good.
All right, cool. So that was amazing, Omi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna leave you to the rest of your food. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye,
And
man.
bush. You catch a bush? Catch a bush. I eat one and left the one middle. Later. Hey guys, for more 876 questions, subscribe to their YouTube channel.